Well, hello guys, today we have an unboxing and review of a Sharkoon gaming mouse, but besides that we also have some other Sharkoon things that we want to show you. Like, they sent us also this gym bag, which is really nice. It's thick. It's good to like pack your gym stuff, like your trainers or whatever you just bring to the gym. And this Skiller shirt, which I'll open it so you guys can see how it is. It's a quality shirt that just says Skiller on the front part and unleash your skills on the back alongside a Sharkoon, the Sharkoon website. I'm going to show you right next a picture of me wearing it just so you guys can see how it fits. So as you see here, the shirt fits perfectly fine. It has a nice fit and finish to it. But because you guys are here to see actual gaming products and not shirts, let's go on to the main event of this review. This is the Sharkoon Skiller SGM1 optical gaming mouse. It has 10,800 DPI, 12 buttons, RGB illumination, a weight tuning system, 4-way scroll wheel, onboard memory and gaming software. Once you open up the window, you'll find a page that shows you where you put the weight tuning system and the mouse itself, which means you can see whether your grip is adequate or not for this mouse. On the back we have the usual specifications part and some information about the mouse, alongside saying that it has a Pixart PWM 3336 sensor, which I've looked into on the internet and I have not found much information on it, but our testing will decide whether it is good or not. Other informations that might be useful are the weight of 130 grams with the cable. But now let's open it up and see what's inside this box. These are the contents of the packaging, where we have the Skiller SGM1 optical gaming mouse, a CD with drivers, a carrying pouch, some extra skates for the mouse and some silica in order to avoid humidity. So let's have a closer look at the mouse. Here you can see that it is clearly shaped for right-handed people. The clicks are really nice, they're tactile. The scroll wheel goes to the sides alongside up and down. We have a DPI switch button over here, and we have lots of programmable buttons on the side alongside a mouse grip on the right hand side. So this mouse will be suited for palm grip users, alongside I think fingertip is also good enough, but I think it's too big in length for claw grip, so I'd say it's better for fingertip and palm grip users. On the bottom you can see that we have lots of skates. I would rather have seen fewer skates instead. I'd rather just use like a big one here and a big one here instead of all these small skates. I think it would be better. Also, we have this switch where you open up the weight distribution system, and we have the sensor in the middle. So let's see how you change weights. So basically you just flip this, and here you have the weights that have 4 grams each. I'm gonna proceed to weight the mouse without the weights and with them, so you guys see how much it weighs. Overall, it seems like a good mouse. It has a braided USB connector as well, golden plated USB connector, so I think it's good. Next step is weighing the mouse. We now have the mouse on the scale, and as you can see as we move closer, we have 132 grams with all the weights included, which means that once you remove the weights we should have less 24 grams. So let's see if that checks out. We see that the new weight without all the weights is 102 grams, and for a comparison purposes now we're going to see how much one way weighs. It says about 4 grams, which is correct. So moving on. Now we're gonna test the sound clicks of the Skiller mouse. I'm just gonna touch them. These are home run switches, which provide the really nice clicking feel. The side ones aren't as good, as you hear now, but they're still nice. Now we're gonna see how this mouse fares in gaming tests, alongside a bit of a preview on the software. We will also conclude the review to tell you whether you should get or not this mouse. The software, let's go and take a quick look. Here we can assign whatever we want to each one of the buttons. We can also do it on the side view, and having lots of buttons is good for those of you that play LOL or Dota. For example, we can also assign a specific color to each one of the DPI steps. and I've decided to just use 2 different DPI steps because you'll never need more than 1600 DPIs in order to use your mouse well. You can also change the brightness if it pulsates, the color change, and the polling rate. The polling rate is really important because you have to install the drivers in order to use 1000 Hz instead of the default 500 Hz. The other thing that you want to have off is the angle snapping, which is prediction basically, because it's not good for those of you that play FPSs. All in all, it's a good mouse software, and the macro manager lets you do like a new macro and you select the keystroke sequence. It's useful for those of you that like to play like LOL or Dota and need those macros, or just for editing, for example. Up next, we're gonna talk about how it performs and our final thought. So now I'm gonna talk about the performance of the Skiller SGM1 mouse. So basically, this is an optical mouse, and all the tests will be done at around 800 dpi. We have tested the mouse with the mouse testing software, and it has consistently reached speeds above 3 meters per second, which should be more than enough for those of you that use even low sensitivities, like the one I use, like at least 40 centimeters or more for 360. The ergonomics of the mouse are really good. Like, I use mostly a fingertip grip, and I have felt at home with the mouse without any weights inside, which gives it a weight of around 100 grams. The only thing that I didn't really like is that the cable could be more malleable, because it's really thick and sometimes it feels a little bit intrusive in your movement. Other than that, I could use like less programmable mouse buttons on the left side, because I don't use that many macros or anything. I would rather have like 2 big ones, like a forward and back, like it's a normal. Even the clicks are all really good, mostly due to the common switches on the left and right click. About the performance, I have not felt any kind of prediction. Maybe just a tiny little bit of acceleration, but nothing that won't allow you to have a good aim or good performance. This mouse is completely possible to use on a high gaming level. So our conclusion is the Skiller SGM1 worth it? Well, I think it is, if you need all the features that it offers regarding macros, and you will be fine with a mouse that is more versatile than a specifically FPS one. For example, for about the same 30 euros, you can get the G102 Prodigy that I've reviewed on my channel as well, and I prefer that one for FPSs, but you have to remember that it doesn't have as many programmable side buttons. It's not as good for RTSs and MOBAs and all kind of stuff. So it's just a matter of what you need in a mouse. So just try it out, see if the Skiller SGM1 fits your hand, and if it fits, it's a non-expensive mouse that I'm sure you will love it. As always, like our videos, share it with your friends, and we'll see you on the next video, guys. Peace.